A very warm welcome to this live streaming of mine once again. And today I'm going to predict about the S&P 500, the US Tech 100, the Nasdaq 100, yes, gold and silver, copper, Bitcoin, natural gas, yes, all these commodities will be talked about in this video. Yes, I'm going to predict about how copper could behave today, how the indices could behave today, how crude oil could behave today, and how Bitcoin and natural gas can behave today. So you see, first let me start with Bitcoin. Bitcoin, I have already told you all that it's going to test a level of $82,000 once again. And it fell to almost 89,000 today. And it recovered from there very smartly. Bitcoin. So any dip towards 90,352, 90,352 should be a buying opportunity in Bitcoin. 90,300 yes, 90,332. So this is intraday purely. I'm talking about intraday for today only. Natural gas is going to remain bullish, and any dip towards 4.86 should be bought. At that level, at the level of 4.86, you should buy natural gas. At the level of 4.86. Silver, see, silver you need to, if you get a level of $59.30, you need to sell silver. $59.30. This is intraday, not positional. And if you get a level of 4248 today on gold, you need to sell there. And don't forget to keep a stop loss. Yes, that is very important. If you are a trader, if you are an intraday trader, if you are like a weekly trader or a positional trader for a few days or a few weeks, then you need to keep a stop loss. A strict stop loss. So suppose if you sell gold at a level of 4248, you need to keep a stop loss of 4255. Yes. S&P 500. Let me talk about S&P 500. Let me predict about S&P 500. It's going to fall. Yes. S&P 500 is going to fall to a level of 6778 today. Currently it is trading at 6824. 6824. And it's going to fall to a level of 6778. It's going to test a level of 6778. US Tech 100. Yes, is going to test a level of 25,300. Somewhere between 25,300 and 335. US Tech 100. Nasdaq 100 futures, December contract. It can test a level of, again it can test a level of 25,389. 389 it can test. So gold, I have told you, I have spoken about gold, silver, copper. See, copper is, is just bullish and bullish. Yes. And it's got to remain bullish for some time. Probably until the 15th of November. Yes. I predict that copper could be bullish until the 15th of November, and it could easily touch a level of 5.80, $5.80 until the 15th of December 2025. There is a strong possibility of copper touching a level of $5.80. And that's not a joke. So, if you get a dip towards 5.31 today, you can buy there. 5.31, $5.31. If you can buy there, that would be a great trade. But don't forget to keep a stop loss. Crude oil, bullish. I'm bullish on crude oil today. So you can buy it at a level of $58.72. $58.72. You can buy crude oil WTI. See, now natural gas, I've told you, I've talked about Bitcoin, I've talked about S&P 500, US Tech 100. See, the thing is that, I wouldn't be surprised if the American markets, the US markets touch a level of 7,000 very soon. Very, very soon. 6,980 and 7,000 is my target for the next 1 month. For the next 1 month. So within the next 1 month, S&P should touch a level of 6,980 and 7,000. And I have already told you all about certain stocks about the US markets. Meta platforms, I had told you all to buy it at 580. Microsoft, you can buy it at 404. Amazon, you can buy it at around 176. Starbucks, somewhere in the region of $72 to $75. And Robinhood markets, you can buy it at a level of $80 to $85. So I expect these stocks to fall, That is why I'm telling you all to keep an eye on these stocks which I'm talking about. Okay. Okay, so now the next thing is that, let me take your questions now. No, I don't want to speak about the Indian markets right now. MS32 new songs. So please do not ask me anything pertaining to the Indian markets. Thank you. ORCL buy price and long-term target. Naveen Kumarji, just hold on please. I'm opening my app, please wait. Please bear with me, please. Okay, the stock's name is ORCL. $134, not before that. And long-term target would be somewhere in the region of $480. Long-term means 5 years, 5.5 years. Yes. So you can buy it at a level of 132. Any possibility of the silver coming down today? Santosh Kumarji, Jai Chinendra. I think 59.30 is the level at which you can short silver. You can sell silver today. Not before that. Swami 486 tomorrow Nifty level. Please do not ask me, my humble request. Please do not ask me anything pertaining to the Indian markets. I come live every day and I give predictions regarding the Indian markets. So if you want to join me, you can join me at 12 noon every day, Indian Standard Time. Any possibility of silver down today? See, a safe level to sell silver would be 59.30, not before that. Not before that. Okay, now the next question is what? Which question? What could be this week's low in silver? Mr. Sahil, I had already told you all. I told you yesterday, right? $55.50 should be the level at which you should buy silver. It may come this week or maybe Monday, Tuesday, whenever it comes. Because Jupiter is going to change on the 5th, I believe. And once Jupiter changes, I think there will be a slight correction in silver as well as gold. There will be a correction. So as soon as Jupiter leaves Cancer and moves into the Gemini sign, I believe gold and silver would correct. Not sharply, but a significant correction is expected. Yes. So let me just now just let me talk about certain things about you, Let me talk about you because this video is also about you. Let me tell you once again, like I told you all yesterday, that you have something special. You have greatness within you. Without even knowing you, without even seeing you, without even seeing your horoscope. And let me tell you, just before I forget, if you want to join my WhatsApp group, then regarding the American markets, in which I can predict about any instrument, yes, any instrument, any index, any commodity. So my charges for that is about $98. So what I was speaking is that you have something special. You have greatness within you. You have the power to do more than you can ever begin to imagine. Suppose you are earning $100,000 today. You have the power to earn $1 million. Did you hear what I said? I said, if you are earning 100,000 today, you have the power to earn $1 million. Yes, you can. It's very much possible. Don't ever think that, that it's not possible. Because the word impossible tells us that I am possible, isn't it? The word impossible, suppose if you tell yourself, oh, impossible, I cannot earn $100,000 a year. So I cannot earn $1 million a year because I'm only earning 100,000 right now. But you need to recondition your mind by telling yourself that I can do it. I have the power to do it. I know how to do it. Everything is possible with me. And everything is possible in this world. If others have done it, you can do it too. If others have earned $1 million a year, you can do it too. So nothing is impossible. No, it is that word you need to eradicate it from your dictionary. The word impossible. And add another word to it, just beside it. And you need to write, I am possible. So always read this word as I am possible. So everything is possible in this world if you put your mind, body and soul towards that particular work, towards that particular goal and dream. Every goal and dream is achievable, but you need to, you need to give something to get to something. You need to give something in order to get to something. You need to give your time. You need to give your energy. You need to give your focus. You need to give your power. You need to give your strength. You need to give all what you have in you to become that seed of greatness. You don't have to be great to get started. Oh, if I have this, when I become this, when my son gets married, when my daughter gets married, when I have a wife, when I have a business. No. When will never come. You have to start it today, right now. You cannot wait for things to happen. You need to become proactive in your life. Yes, you need to act as if there is no tomorrow. You have to act today as if there is no tomorrow. And that is the fact of life. We may not see the light of day tomorrow because many people have already checked out of this planet Earth today. So before you do that, make sure you fulfill all your goals and dreams of your life. And I'm not telling you all to work and work. No. You need to find a balance between your work life and your family life and your personal life. Yes, you need to give attention to all the things. You see, this life which you have is very precious. So you need to take care of your mind, body and soul. You need to, stay with those people who encourage you, who tell you that you can make it in this thing called life, who tell you that you have the capability, the ability, the talents, the skills to become what you want to become in your life. Don't move around with naysayers. Don't move around with those emotional vampires. Don't move around with those energy drainers who tell you, oh, this is too difficult. This is too dangerous. This is too risky. Oh, everything in life is risky. I'm telling you, the minute you were born, it got risky. The risk of death emerged, isn't it? The day you were born, the risk of death emerged. It surfaced, right? Because every living thing is going to die one day. So that risk emerged then when you were born. So everything is risky in this world. Driving a car is risky. Getting married is risky. Having children is risky. Investing in the stock market is risky. Investing in a business is risky. I'll tell you how risky life is. You are not gonna get out of this life alive. Yes, you have to die to live here. Yes, there is no way you can leave this planet without dying. So this is how risky life is. So if everything is risky, so let us give it a go. Yes, let's go for it. Let's give it our best. Yes, let's give it our best so that we may be remembered much after we leave this planet Earth. Yes, we are remembered much after we leave this planet Earth. See, in 100 years time, 200 years time, people might forget you, but at least they will remember you for 5-10 years if you do some meaningful work on this planet. Even if you are not gainfully employed, but if you do some meaningful work on this planet, if you can influence and impact certain people, if you can show them how to become successful in your life, how to overcome problems and difficulties in your life, how to stay connected to God, how to stay in faith in spite of the hurdles, barriers and obstacles in your life, if you can show them, that is the biggest purpose of your life. Yes, if you can show them how to navigate the problems of your life, the difficulties of your life, how to detour the the treacherous path of your lives. If you can show other people that, that is, your job is done on this planet. Yes, and you will be remembered much after you leave this planet Earth. Yes, so that should be the goal. And never be afraid to take risks, as I told you. I told you everything is risky. The minute you were born, it got risky. Yes. So, we are here to take risks. And let me tell you, no risk, no gain. Just eradicate that fear from you. And if your thought process is that if death cannot, make you fearful, then everything you can do in this world. If you don't fear death, then you can do anything in this world. You can achieve anything in this world. You can accomplish anything in this world. Because if you don't if you don't fear losing your life, then you are just perfect. You are just the perfect man, woman to live on this planet Earth. Because that fear, some bit of fear is legitimate. Yes, we have some fear because we are human beings. But some fear is legitimate and it's okay. But don't let that fear paralyze you. Don't let that fear paralyze you in your life. Don't let it paralyze you to not to take certain decisions in your life. Not to play big in this life. I know people, they went up, they came down, and it has been a roller coaster ride for them. They made $1 million, they lost that $1 million, and they started. Again, they started working towards that $1 million, and today they are worth $5 million. So, if you can do it once, you can do it many, many times. So, if you have lost something, if you have lost money, you have lost nothing. If you have a pulse in your body, if you have your heart beating in your body, you can bounce back in your life. You can make a comeback in your life. So if you have lost money in the stock market today, that is not the end of the world for you. You can make money in the stock market tomorrow, or in the coming weeks, or in the coming months, or in the coming years. Because this stock market gives you an opportunity every hour to make money. You need to be smart enough. You need to be intelligent enough. You need to use your skills. You need to use your you need to analyze the markets and invest your money. Yes. See, just Meta platforms, it was trading at around $800. It fell to around $580. Those people who had invested at a level of $580, they must be making money. And if somebody says that, oh, I've already lost a lot of money in the stock market, I don't have the wherewithal, I don't have the resources to invest again in the stock market, then nobody can help you. Nobody. Because you have to show some courage in spite of your failures. Yes. You have to show some courage in spite of your failures. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is the willingness to act in spite of your fear. We are all fearful. Every human being is fearful of something or the other. But you have to embrace that fear. You have to acknowledge that fear, and you have to move forward with your life. Fear-free existence is not something which a human being experiences. Fear-free experience is not something a human being will experience ever. But in spite of that fear, you need to show up in your life. You need to take certain decisions in your life, which might not sound good to others. But you are not here to live for others. You are here to live for yourself. Others will never understand what you want in your life. That dream, that goal which has been given to you by God has been given to you, not others. So how will they understand what the importance of your goals and dreams? Because they don't know what you are thinking, what your thoughts are about your goals and dreams. How sacred are those goals and dreams to you? So stop taking suggestions, advices from those people who haven't achieved what you want to achieve. If you want to earn $1 million in the stock market, and if others haven't ever earned that kind of money from the stock market, and if you tell them your dream, they will shatter your dream. They will shatter your dream, because they will tell you it is impossible. But you have to tell yourself that it is possible. It is possible. It's possible. Everything is possible. If others have done it, you can do it too. So basically, this is my thoughts and my thoughts about life. See, people say that I am praying every day. No. Prayer without action is simply wishing. Prayer without action is simply wishing. God will bless what you do. God will not bless what you don't do. If you don't take action, God has nothing to bless you for. God will only bless when you act in your life, when you do something in your life. If you sit on your couch the entire day and watch TV and say, oh, I want a job, I want to do some business, I want to do this, I want to do that. No, that will never work for you. Things will only work when you work. So this is what my thoughts are about a human life, and I hope you try to implement some of these things in your life as well. So that pretty much completes my video for today. Crude oil level, I have already spoken about the crude oil level, Swami 486. So please rewind this video and just listen to my predictions. So that pretty much completes my video for today, and we'll meet in some other video, maybe tomorrow or maybe day after, God willing. God bless you all. Jai Mata Di, Jai Ma Kali.